Titanium Energy Services, Gas Monitor Training. The personal gas monitor will detect any exposure to H2S, CO, and O2. If the alarms are activated, you must evacuate the area immediately. Sound any alarms that are in place to warn others working in the area. Start the ERP for a gas alarm situation. Always be aware of the wind direction and evacuate crosswind out of the source path, then upwind. If someone is overcome by gas exposure, do not attempt to rescue them yourself. Leave the area immediately and call for help. Entering the area without proper protection puts you at serious risk of being exposed and becoming a second casualty. Always wait for trained responders with the correct equipment to perform a rescue safely. In the oil and gas industry, various models of portable gas monitors are used to ensure worker safety. At Titanium Energy Services, each team member is issued a personal gas monitor, the RKI GX-3R, as part of their PPE package during onboarding and recruitment training. The GX-3R is a compact, lightweight monitor featuring 2-button operation and equipped with audible, visual, and vibrating alarms to alert users of hazardous atmospheric conditions. It also includes a large, auto-backlit LCD display and is built with a durable impact-resistant body that is dust and water-resistant, making it ideal for rugged oil and gas environments. The model GX-3R detects oxygen deficiency and elevated levels of oxygen environments, combustible gaseous environments, carbon monoxide, and hydrogen sulfide, all of which can be dangerous or life-threatening. When using the GX-3R, you must follow the instructions and warnings in the manual to assure proper and safe operation of the unit and to minimize the risk of personal injury. Be sure to maintain, periodically calibrate, and bump test the GX-3R as described in the training presentation. Responding to an alarm is your responsibility. Click the following QR codes or video links to learn the procedures for startup operations of the model GX-3R and how to bump test, calibrate the 4-head personal gas monitor. This table explains the units of measurement for the personal 4-head gas monitor sensors. Hydrogen sulfide, otherwise known as H2S, and carbon monoxide are measured in parts per million, while the oxygen and the LEL combustible gases are measured in percentage. It's important to understand the parts of your personal gas monitor and how to interpret the information displayed on the screen. The images show the front and back of the monitor indicating several key features: a charging socket, multiple gas sensors, 2 operational buttons, and 3 visual alarm LEDs. The device also features a clear liquid crystal display screen that provides real-time gas readings and alerts. Familiarity with these components ensures proper usage and enhances your ability to respond quickly and safely in hazardous environments. To turn the personal gas monitor on, press and briefly hold down the power mode button. Confirm that the LCD turns on, the LEDs flash, the buzzer sounds, and the motor vibrates before continuing with operation. Release the power mode button when you hear a beep. To activate the backlight, press power mode once. To acknowledge latched alarms, press power mode once. To acknowledge a low alarm and disable the beeper, press power mode once. To turn the personal gas monitor off, press and hold the power mode button until the off countdown is complete and the LCD deactivates. The screen will cycle through a few displays. The first display shows how many days are left until the next calibration is due. The second display is a bump test reminder. The third display shows the date and the time. And the fourth display shows the battery level and voltage. ALL is the latched alarm indicator. A latched alarm stays active even after the hazardous condition has cleared and must be manually reset by pressing the power mode button to deactivate it. The personal gas monitor displays several key informational screens for 3 seconds each. These include the gas name, full-scale sensor readings, warning setpoint, alarm setpoint, high alarm setpoint, short-term exposure limit alarm, and time-weighted average alarm. The brief displays provide a quick overview of the monitor's current configuration and safety thresholds before normal operation begins. The screen will then display a user ID programmed with the monitor number assigned to the user, and a station ID labeled Titanium. If there is a sensor failure, a screen will pop up displaying which sensor is failed. If a failed sensor is encountered, the unit must be replaced before starting a work shift on site. Using a failed monitor is not acceptable and ineffective to monitor the atmosphere for your safety. If everything passes after the 45-second warm-up, you will see the normal operating display. Calibration of the gas monitor ensures that the sensors respond accordingly to a known value of target gas. If any sensor does not read and respond to the target gas accordingly, the unit will display what sensor has failed. Gas monitor calibration is required within 180 days. Any monitor that fails a calibration needs to be replaced before going to a field site. With the RKI SDM-3R calibration station, calibration is a plug-and-play process. Open the red door on the calibration station and ensure the yellow lever is in the up position. With the monitor turned off, insert the monitor into the dock and close the red door till it latches. The monitor should automatically power up. Depress the calibration button and the automatic calibration process will start. Once calibration is complete, the monitor will automatically turn off. Review the video link provided on how to calibrate using the SDM-3R docking station. Bump testing ensures that all sensors are working properly when exposed to a concentration of gas. Bump testing can be done manually using the portable gas cylinder and calibration cup, or automatically using the SDM-3R docking station. Bump testing must be performed at the start of each shift manually on site, or before leaving the shop. Review the video links provided for instructions on how to manually bump test the monitor or automatically bump test the monitor using the SDM-3R docking station. During an alarm condition, the detector activates the audible siren alarm, visual LED alarm, vibrating motion alarm, and the backlit LCD screen showing the current ambient gas reading. During this alarm test, the LEL alarm indicating combustible gas concentration of 31%, the CO alarm indicating 74 ppm, and the high alarm indicates a detected gas has all exceeded the high alarm thresholds. The O2 alarm indicating 15.4% oxygen, triggering an alarm for low oxygen levels, and the H2S alarm indicating 80.6 parts per million of H2S, triggering a high H2S gas concentration alarm. During any alarm status, immediately evacuate the area. The time-weighted average is based on accumulated exposure to toxic gases averaged over the workday. The short-term exposure limit is based on a 15-minute exposure to a toxic gaseous atmosphere. The peak is the maximum concentration encountered during a work shift. Health effects can be identified by symptoms of gas exposure. Oxygen level should always be between 20.9% to 21.9%. Review the health effects of people at rest in an oxygen-deficient environment by percentage of volume. Also review the health effects of H2S exposure at different parts per million concentration levels. To view gas exposure, press the power mode buttons to cycle between the peak readings, STEL reading, and TWA reading. Peak readings shows the maximum reading the monitor was exposed to. Peak readings are reset when the unit is turned off. STEL reading is a record of the 15-minute average exposure. TWA reading is record of the daily average. The time-weighted average reading is reset when unit is turned off. Battery charge will drain more quickly in the winter, in temperatures below -20 Celsius. Plug the monitor into the charger at the end of every shift, to ensure battery is fully charged and ready to go for your next shift. Here are some important facts to conclude the personal gas monitor training. To clean monitors, only use a damp clean rag. Do not use solvents, cleaners, or polishes on the monitors as it may damage the sensors or the display. Monitors are to be worn on all job sites, no exceptions. Monitors must be worn on the outside of coveralls, not in pockets, but should be protected from solvents and hydrocarbon splashes to ensure the filter elements are free and clean for proper operation. Monitors should be clipped onto chest pocket or collar, near your breathing area. Always check to make sure your monitor is still clipped to your coveralls when leaving site. If a monitor is lost, you must notify your product line manager immediately.